Hey, welcome back. Come on in and have a seat.
Thank you very much.
So I was wondering, let me just pull my chair up over here. Do you have any thoughts or reflections about our last appointment?
Um, yeah. Well, since last appointment we talked about me exercising, but unfortunately I didn't carry through, so that's my confession.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe we can just talk a little bit about what the difficulty was with that, or what got in the way of you following through.
Sure, sure. But what I guess for me, it was a lot of work. I have a lot of work to do, and then I come home and I have a lot of housework and, getting the kids ready for bed and so on. So all that ends up taking more time.
Okay, so certainly just really find it difficult to find time in the day, especially when you got a full-time job and there's things to do around the house as well.
Yeah, and so then, when the kids are in bed at the end of the night, the only thing I want to do is sit back and watch TV or read a book.
Yeah, it's
So,
really hard to kind of get yourself going to do something else when you're that tired and you just want to wind down.
right. Yeah, definitely.
Was there anything else that kind of made it difficult for you to follow through?
It's just, you know, um, I have more time with my family. I don't have to go out again, and I have more time to relax. And I guess it's easier to do when you're really tired. You sit back and just want to do
Okay.
nothing, get entertained.
So,
So,
when you're not exercising, you have that bit of extra free time, and especially if you're not feeling that motivated or energetic, it's easier just to kind of hang out or sit there.
right, and just not do anything, not move you.
Sure, that totally makes sense. Trying to fit something else new into the day can be really difficult sometimes.
Right.
And you've highlighted some of the benefits of not exercising. But on the flip side, I'm wondering, what are some of the costs of, not exercising the way you're indicating you want to?
Uh, well, I knew you were going to get to that. Well, it's just, I guess it's harder to manage my diabetes. As you know, I've been diagnosed with diabetes now
Hmm.
for a bit. And, so if I don't exercise, then, obviously I'm going to gain weight. And which is going to make it harder to even manage my diabetes on the whole. Because, my doctor is talking about, managing my diabetes with proper diet and proper exercise. So,
Okay. And if you don't manage your diabetes well and gain weight, how's that going to affect you?
well, I guess if I don't manage my diabetes, my blood sugar levels are going to go up and down and be more erratic. And of course, then that would mean I have to go see my doctor more often. And then I'd probably have to increase my dosage or they're probably going to put more medication on my list already.
And that's something you've clearly indicated you really don't want to have happen.
No, no, of course not. I just want to keep it status quo and really take care of myself. And also, it's like if I gain weight, obviously I'm not going to feel good about myself. And,
Okay.
just don't want, I want to be fit.
Okay. Any other negatives to not managing your diabetes or gaining weight?
I guess in the long run, I'm going to have poor health overall and possibly more complications, right, if I don't take care of it right away. At least try and take care of it or take the steps towards taking care of it.
Okay, so those are some pretty big costs as well that you've just highlighted. The idea that most importantly, you're not going to be managing your diabetes as effectively, and that could result in increased medications, which is something you really don't want to have to do, as well as more potential health complications, particularly down the road. So at this point, we've talked a bunch about some of the benefits of not exercising versus the costs of not exercising. Which has more weight for you?
I guess the cost has more of an impact or more weight for me.
Okay, so what is it that you do want to get out of exercising, though? What are some of the benefits that you hope for?
Like I went over, I just wanted better management of my diabetes, to be able to be more fit and feel good about myself and better body image too. Also better energy and mood and I guess stress. They say exercise helps out with stress. So
Wow, it sounds like you really have a good idea of the different benefits you want to get out of this.
yeah, we talked about it before, so it's kind of
Okay, so at this point, do you think, getting more exercise is something you want to actively work on doing?
yeah, yeah. I'd like to try again, but I'm not sure if it's I don't want to repeat performance of my previous.
Well, it's actually totally okay. We fully expect, people to not be perfectly good at following through with whatever they intend to. It's totally normal to have bumps in the road. Maybe we can spend a bit of time now talking about, what some of those bumps are and how to overcome them, and maybe come up with a specific behavioral plan to help you actually take those first steps towards getting back into exercise again.
Sure.